Two Crazy Redheadz. I'm Deborah.
And I'm Bobby. And we're here today to talk to you about Chianti.
Yay.
Specifically, Chianti Colli Senesi, which is sort of a sub-region of Chianti in Italy. So we got this map. And Deborah's going to explain to you where Chianti is really quickly. Here's the boot.
Okay, so Chianti is part of Tuscany region of Italy, which is all this area right here, and specifically kind of around, this wine in particular comes from the hills around Siena. So this being the Colli Senesi,
Right, Senesi.
okay, Senesi, is one of the 7 wine regions in Chianti. Most people are familiar with Chianti Classico. That's the biggest region in Chianti.
Yes.
So,
And really quickly, we have another little map that's a little closer. And it shows you, this is Chianti Classico, pretty large region. This is all Chianti. And then down here is Colli Senesi, which is just this small part down here. So it's a much smaller sub-region. And I'm going to get rid of the book now. Chianti is typically made from 75% or more Sangiovese grape, and this one in particular is made from 90% Sangiovese and 10% Canaiolo. And obviously a grape I'm not very familiar with. I don't even know how to pronounce it. But typical Chianti flavors are like cherry or
Strawberry.
Yeah, good, just good.
Right. Crisp.
Yeah, fun wines. They're they go well with pasta, pizza. According to this one, it turns takeout pizza into fine dining. So you know, this bottle of wine normally runs. It's by Torri Vineyards. It's a Reserva, which means that it was oak. In this case, it was in an oak barrel for at least 2 years, or for 2 years. This one, and some other things to note about it. This little ribbon here means that this bottle of wine was guaranteed. So, in Italy, you have the DOC, the DOCG, and the IGT, and the
Vendetta-Vola, which basically is table.
Table wine, yeah,
So that's
table
your
wine.
lowest basic wine.
Yeah, and the IGT was created because there were all these great wines that were sort of atypical of Italy, coming out of Italy, that involved a lot of Cabernet, Merlot, typical sort of Bordeaux grapes, and they were doing really well. And they were being sold as table wine, which wasn't really a proper classification for them. They were definitely above table wine. Now they're also known by a nickname Super Tuscans. Those are the most typical of the IGT wines. But the DOC and DOCG, I'll let you explain them.
The DOC is, you know, it's classified, it's certified that those wines are going to be of the style you're expecting. Now when you get the DOCG, that extra G, it means that they are absolutely positively, wines from this designation are guaranteed to be of authentic, that style of wine. So if you get a DOCG Chianti, it should taste like Chianti. It shouldn't have any kind of other funky flavors or smells.
They actually get tested. This ribbon means that it was tested by an inspector and then sealed.
Yep.
So that,
so it needs to meet
you know
the
what's in this bottle. It's even better. It's an even better standard classification than a lot of other wine classifications. So I say we get to the wine.
Yay! Yay, wine. Let's see. So with it said that it's a DOCG, so it's supposed to be guaranteed to be, you know, authentically the style. Let's see if it is.
Absolutely. So let's first look at the color. It's a nice red. It's a little, to me, it's a little deeper red than like a Pinot Noir or something like that, but it's still a bright red.
Still bright. This is a 2004.
So it's going to be a little older. We obviously don't have a white background right now. Oh look, hey, my shirt. Can anybody see if there's any brown edges on my food? And
that was awesome.
Yeah. That's why we're crazy. Oh, wow. Sorry, I just got a sniff. It's nice. It's got a good nose.
Oh, this is pretty.
It's got more of a, to me, it's definitely a slightly older Italian wine. It's not like an 05, 06, 07. Well, I guess 05 might sell the same, I don't know. But it's got some age to it.
Well, and this on the back of the bottle, Torri actually said that they put this in, I think they actually mentioned this, right? They put it in large oak barrels for 2 years before they even bottled it. So.
It has a little bit of the smell that I like to call like your winery smell. So you go to the winery, this is the smell you get. It reminds me in Italian wines a lot of times of like olives and soy sauce. It might not sound appealing in a wine, but it's really nice if you get a good feel for it. Yeah,
well, and
soy sauce. You cannot pour this over white rice. It won't taste good.
Well, to that point of view, saying how it kind of has that winery smell, that goes to old world versus new world. Where old world wines, like Italy, is an old world producing country, you taste the place first instead of like the fruit first.
Yes.
It kind of fits in there.
Absolutely.
So if it was a Sangiovese made in California, you might be like, oh my gosh, I smell strawberries, or you smell like some kind of fruit flavors first.
And there's fruit in there.
Definitely.
This is like cherry, maybe like a little cherry liqueur-ish flavor. So, just like straight up cherries. And something else I wanted to mention about it. Yes, it does definitely has mocha. So you can sit around and smell a wine for like hours. This has been open for an hour and a half now. So we'll see.
That might just make the takeout pizza into fine dining. That's nice.
It's definitely not the Chianti you find in a basket. It's typical Chianti. This is nice.
I think that's why Chianti gets a bad rap, is because most of those Chiantis that you find like in the little basket are going to be that lower level basic table wine. There's nothing wrong with that. And sometimes people don't want to buy a Chianti because they think they're not going to get a higher quality.
Yeah.
They can get.
And by the way, this is a typically $15 to $20 bottle. I got it for $12 and something cents, I believe, from Wine Library.
Because she's good at getting deals.
So I like deals, and it was free shipping with taxes. Rock on. My phone's ringing, so I don't really know what that means.
That's because they're calling to online.
So, all in all, it's a nice wine, especially for $12. I mean, you can't beat that. I've had
Oh my gosh, no.
way more like fruit-driven wines that don't give you the complexity. This definitely it develops. It's got that fruitiness on the palate and
bright acidity, where you get that acidity in there. That's really nice, because it's, even though for a wine like this dark in color, you'd expect maybe some more tannins, and it's just
not very tannic.
It's not at all, and that's partly due to how they made the wine, the age of it, being that's already 5 years old, so anything that was there probably kind of mellowed out a little bit, and also like heavy tannin isn't really typical for the Sangiovese. There's some kind of like herbal quality to it. I can't place. I say we just drink it.
That's what we say to everybody. Just drink it. It's good.
You like it? Drink it.
And it doesn't tell us, so. By the way, it doesn't tell us anything as far as the taste goes on the back of this one. It just tells you about the place and what to eat with it. So, anyway, all in all, I would definitely say try Sangiovese. Italy is the place to get it from. There are some good wineries. I know Bianza and Sonoma is the place that I really became familiar with Sangiovese from. And their Sangioveses, I think they recommend them to age from 5 to 7. I've had one after 10, 15 years, great wines. So,
this one's ready to go.
Yep, so it is. We'll record, enjoy. So that's nice.
Two Crazy Redheadz.